No,
incentive.
bro. Wait,
They have
Don.
far more of an.
Don, you go next. I want
really
her to
wanna,
substantiate this.
this is the live interview from the person, the creative director, Jolly, right? And what he said about it. I'm hoping that there's translations. But hold on, let me make sure the volume's up.
Damn Neanderthal.
Oh, here we go. Ah, shit, it's not in English, so I'll just read to you.
Can you turn the captions on?
Yeah, it's not through YouTube. But this is him, Jolly, okay? And it was translated. So I'm just going to say this. So what it says here is, the opening ceremony's artistic director, Thomas Jolly, said at the Games Daily News Conference on Saturday that the event was not meant to be subversive or shock people or mock people. On Sunday, Anne Deschamps, the Paris 2024 spokesperson, said at the Daily News Conference, if people have taken any offense, we are, of course, very, very sorry. We're sorry you're offended. They're not sorry. And again, Mr. Jolly said on Sunday that he had not been inspired by the Last Supper. It is Dionysus who arrives at the table, Mr. Jolly said in the television interview, which of course is in French and I can't play for you.
It's a separate part of the
Dionysus,
and we all know
the Greek god of festivities and wine.
For the love of God, let her finish, please. Go ahead.
Dionysus is the Greek god of festivities and wine and is the father of Sequana, the goddess of the Seine, who was, the woman on the horse that was riding on the Seine, not the angel of death like everybody tried to depict it out to be. The idea was instead to have a grand pagan festival connected to the gods of Olympus. Olympism, he added. For some, though, the resemblance to Da Vinci's painting was undeniable. That's you all putting that on it. This is the guy that, again, the artistic director of the opening ceremony, the man that created it, is telling you you're full of shit. And all of you are sitting here going, oh, yeah, well, some guy that was paid, maybe $1.50 to be there. He's the reason why. It was definitely about the Last Supper. Like, again, if we're talking about direction, and Dentrell can definitely speak to this, the only person that can talk about the inspiration of such is the one who wrote it. There are times that I go on a job, like I did today. I didn't even know what I was doing. I just knew whose makeup I was doing today. I got there, they were talking about the Yankees. I'm a damn Red Sox fan. I don't care. I'm there to do a job. That guy doesn't know shit. But I will tell you who does. The artistic director. Thank you very much. I laid my
but
plane.
how about but wait, the producer
Tbone.
Can Wawa go? Thanks.
Tbone, you said last night. Hold on. Tbone,
they said I was
you said
next.
last night that you would accept this exact evidence. That's what you said out your mouth last night. That this is the only evidence that you would accept, because you wouldn't accept it when it came from the artist, the professional artist talking about the inspiration. Now it came out of his mouth. You said it had to come out of his mouth, so it just came out of his mouth. And are you accepting it?
Yes, I'm accepting at this point. The only problem, hold on.
Oh my God.
The only problem, bro, can I please fucking finish in my own goddamn live? I will concede the point that if this is what this individual says, fine. They were not trying to depict the Last Supper. However, we have testimony from other individuals that state that they were trying to depict the Last Supper. So I'm going to go deep dive on this before I draw that conclusion, Wawa.
Tbone, how are you going to say that the artistic director, I don't understand how you don't understand performance, art, any of that. Because how are you going to say that the artistic director needs to be fact-checked on their own art?
But can you tell me the performer's name again? Because I asked before and people started talking, so I couldn't.
It's Barbara Button.
What is it?
It says Barden. I can't remember the first
Barden?
name. Not,
okay, thank you.
Yeah, it's not telling me the first name. If you could help find that for me.
I'll look
I don't know
for it.
if that might have been a performer themselves, but...
So,
Can I say something? Tbone. Wait, hold on. Tbone.
I was supposed to go.
A statement from Paris.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Don was supposed to go, and then you could go, QB. Stop muting. I'll handle it. Go ahead, Don.
Okay, so two things. Number one, Greek mythology and religion are very, very close together. A lot of the stories are similar, things of that nature.
That part.
So it's really easy to conflate the two. However, and this is going off of the point that Observant said earlier, the whole LGBT community came because they felt like it was religion persecution and this is them fighting back against it or whatever. So personally, I feel like they have far more of an incentive to depict the Last Supper than they do with this Greek mythology BS.
Go now, real quick.
No, because I was
So,
waiting.
T-Bone, you said I can go next. T-Bone, you said I can go next.
Oh my God,
Okay,
I'm gonna cry.
so
Go ahead,
others,
Kiki.
including a statement from Paris 2024 producers obtained by the Rap Sunday, said that this was in fact inspired by Da Vinci's famous painting, a skewing of the religious imagery that has been slammed by the Christian right as a mockery of Jesus Christ. For the festivities, quote unquote, segment, Thomas Jolly took inspiration from Leonardo da Vinci's famous painting to create the setting, quote unquote, which is what I've been saying the whole time. Clearly, there was never an intention to show disrespect towards any religious group or belief. Jolly is not the first artist to make a reference to what is a world famous work of art. From Andy Warhol to The Simpsons, many have done it before him. It was the intention to depict the Last Supper. And what we all need to realize, and I don't know how many opening ceremonies you guys have seen, but the opening ceremonies they're clips. It's a fast moving event. So when the Last Supper scene was done, then the Greek god scene came in. And they're not all together in conjunction. They're different scenes of different works of arts. And I know that nobody on here that has seen different open ceremonies can dispute that. So what they were doing was the Last Supper.
QB?
I literally just read you a quote where you said it isn't, and then you just said it was. Like, give me a fucking
Literally read you the quote of the producers who said it was.
You don't know shit. I just read
He's
the
clearly covering his ass.
Okay, listen, wait just a second. Wait just a second, QB. If you don't want to show it, that's fine. I'll go look it up at this point because I'm tired of having this conversation.
Another thing, T-Bone, is this.
No, QB. Just tell me where I can go find this quote for the love of God.
It's on the rap.com.
We can end this all.
The
I can end this all with
rap.com.
one statement. I can end this
Wait,
all with
I
one
wasn't done
statement.
talking to. Hold on,
I'm finna blow your mind. I'm finna blow your mind.
I don't want you to blow my mind. Hold on, Dentro. 1 second.
Anyway.
Wait a minute. I just have to say one more thing to T-Bone. So T-Bone.
You have talked for an hour.
Just.
Oh my God! Can you say yes, T-Bone, so that you're listening to me? So T-Bone. So I wouldn't.
I didn't know this was between Bull Show. Why are you freaking out art and you have no credit or merit in it? I have a professorship in it.
I don't care if you're an artist. Stop appealing to your authority. Stop appealing to your authority. Stop appealing to your authority. That's what you always do. You always do that shit, Dentrell.
You Neanderthal. You're Neanderthal. Please be quiet so I can say this.
T-Bone.
There is no supper on the table, dummy. There is no supper on the table.
I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised.
Can you let this bitch finish?
I would not be surprised. Thank you, my beautiful troll. Thank you, my beautiful troll. My favorite troll of all. Thank you.
Shut your ass up, you
I
ugly
wouldn't
bitch.
put it.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. I lecture art at 2 major universities and I'm at the Texas Institute of the Preservation of History and Culture. I have told you what this was depicting. So since you don't want to take the words of an expert and you want to deal on your own Neanderthalic logic, where is the fucking supper on the table? If it's the Last Supper, there's going to be bread and plates on the table. It's not. You cannot have the Last Supper without a goddamn supper, you ignorant asshole, you. There is no supper on the table.
I don't feel like that's fair, bro. I don't.
No.
If you want me.
Okay. You come in my house and I say, come on, eat. Let's eat. And you sit down, there's nothing on the table. Ain't you gonna think I'm a moron?
Yeah, I'll be mad as hell. I just thought I had some food. There ain't no food there. Then go ahead, Don. Mr. Don Patron, going one time, going the second time.
Hey, go ahead, skip me. I'm at work.
All right.
What you need to be doing is making sure you clocked in properly and you're doing your work right. Now, what I want to say is before I go, because honestly, I'm finna get pissed off because Don Patrol made my ass itch and QB made me feel like I have hemorrhoids. I'm gonna be so honest with you. Every time I hear you talk, it's just a bunch of nonsense. Don't go looking up anything for her. Let the bitch go get her own sources because it seems like that's a problem that she has and sending everybody else go get her sources for her. Prove what you're saying, even though the person who created the entire art scene literally said what he said about how it wasn't referring to the Last Supper. I don't know what it is, but your dumb ass keep bringing up pedophilia for whatever reason, and I find it very weird and odd because you keep trying to sexualize children. It is trying to tell me somebody else is a Peter Dio, and I'm not gonna say who it is, but it's sounding like you, so I'm gonna say who it is. Realistically speaking, just because the child was in there does not necessarily make it pedophilia. You are a weird ass bitch, and like I said, you still sitting in that nasty ass car in CVS parking lot, you dumb bitch. You weird as fuck.
Can you? Oh, there we go. Yes, I found the rap article. The rap article specifically says that Thomas Jolly, that the actual artistic director, the people that did the performance, that created the performance, are themselves stating it was the Feast of Dionysus. The Olympic producers, who clearly aren't the artistic people and have no idea necessarily where the inspiration would come from, they're the ones that said that it was Leonardo da Vinci's famous painting. However, it specifically says that Thomas Jolly himself and official Olympics Games X account said that the scene is an interpretation of the Greek god Dionysus. Right? So I think that the people who made it, meaning the artistic people that made it, know what they themselves made. Like, I don't understand why this is a question. They know what they themselves made.
Oh, shit. Tbone, have you been swayed at all? Like, I'm still trying to understand what evidence would sort of convince you. Is it not enough that this is your interpretation as a Christian and not everybody else agrees with this, and the artistic director didn't intend that, so they apologize for the impact that it had on those people that are offended? Is that not enough? Do you actually need everybody to agree that this is the Last Supper, even though we don't? Do you need us to lie to you?
I have been swayed based off of what the director said, but again, we have other testimony from other individuals that contradicts that.
But do you not understand art? Because I've performed.
But that's not fair to say because art is up for interpretation. Everyone's going to draw their different conclusions.
But it doesn't mean that your interpretation aligns with the
say, "Oh, well, you don't know art." No, what are we saying?
What you are saying is that other people below the artistic director know what the artistic director was doing, even though the artistic director is denying that fact.
I love it when my trolls put in overtime. It's amazing. They don't want to get fired from their job, so she's going in hard today. But anyways, I have a question. So was the Greek god Dionysus in the picture, the painting of the Feast of the Gods or whatever? Was that god in that painting?
No, not to my knowledge.
No. Oh, okay. So it's two separate things. So now first it was the Feast of the Gods, and now it's about Dionysus. Like I said, the opening ceremonies are segments of different things that don't usually go together, right? Okay? So this is getting a little desperate, guys, that you guys want